What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back into JC's Pop Culture with me, JC, where you can see all kinds of pop culture content. Could be anything from movie news to trailer reactions or what we have today, and that's more EA Sports College Football 25 news. Super excited for this game coming out in July. Can't wait. I know you guys are probably excited too if you're checking out this video. And if you are excited, be sure to subscribe here to JC's Pop Culture. Going to be talking about all the news in the lead up to the release in July for this game. And the latest update we have here is involving bowl games. So let's take a look at this yet again, as a lot of these updates originate from coming from Matt Brown initially on social media. Let's check it out here. I'll share it on the screen. All right, so as you can see here on X or Twitter, whatever the hell we call it nowadays, Matt Brown shares an update in regards to bowl games. We know that a little while back they announced all the bowl games will be included. So every single bowl game, there's a shit ton of them now in college football, right? But they're all going to be included in EA Sports College Football 25. However, there is a bit of a caveat we've learned here with this most recent update. Matt Brown shares quick update on this, by the way. Hearing that bowl stadiums that are not NFL stadiums or campus sites will not be included in, and he puts this in with asterisks, so that's very important to note in this year's game. So no Fenway Park, etc. EA will use generic stadiums for those games, I'm told. So obviously, it's a little bit disappointing on some end, especially, places as cool as, Fenway Park, Yankee Stadium for the Pinstripe Bowl, shit like that. People want to have some of those, and especially I think some of those college football kickoff games may not be included again for their sites. I'm going to share an article from the Gaming Tailgate here in just a second that shares some of the bowl game stadiums that we may not see, some of the stadiums that won't be included in EA Sports College Football 25. And so I want to add here, though, that this, of course, is a little bit disappointing. As we're learning out very positive news about this game in the lead up to the release, there's also going to be little tidbits of things that we want to see that will not be included. Because, let's be honest, guys, they can't include fucking everything that we want. They're doing a great job of trying to figure out what's most important to fans, I think. And also, I think it's important to note, as he put in, asterisks here, this year's game is noted. I think that there are some things that we may not get to see right here in this initial version, EA Sports College Football 25, that we will see later down the line. Now, whether that means in EA Sports College Football 26, or it could be some things are added even via patch during, the game's lifespan before the next game's released. That's also a possibility as well. We need to keep that in mind. I think the best thing that they're doing is trying to make sure this game has a solid base, and then they're thinking, some of these extra things that people are wanting to see, some of these little intricacies and shit, we can add in along down the line. They're worried about, getting the presentation right, getting the gameplay right, which I think is big for us as fans. So, yes, it's a little bit disappointing that we're missing some of these stadiums, but hopefully we'll get to see them here in the future. Let's take a look at what some of these stadiums are that we may be missing in this game. In fact, like I said, coming from the Gaming Tailgate, I've shared their stuff before. They do a great job covering this college football game, and they've shared some of the stadiums that we may not get to see here in EA Sports College Football 25 after learning of this update. And as you can see here, this is coming from the gamingtailgate.com. Be sure to check out their website and check out their show here on YouTube as well. They do a great job with their podcast, the Gaming Tailgate Podcast. I'm a big fan of that show. But here are the bowl game stadiums that could be affected here if it's correct, which usually Matt Brown is spot on with this shit. So it looks like the Bahamas Bowl, Thomas Robinson Stadium, could not be included. The Frisco Bowl in Toyota Stadium, the Camellia Bowl, and the Crampton Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama, the Guaranteed Rate Bowl that's played at Chase Field out in Arizona, the Holiday Bowl that's played at Petco Park, of course, the Fenway Bowl played at Fenway Park, the Pinstripe Bowl played at Yankee Stadium, and the Pop-Tarts Bowl played at Camping World Stadium, the Citrus Bowl played at Camping World Stadium. I think that the big ones that stand out, obviously, of course, Fenway Park and Yankee Stadium, you'll still get to see the Pop-Tarts mascot and shit. It just won't be played at the Camping World Stadium because that's what they said, in the update is that EA Sports is going to create, generic stadiums here, as you see here from the Gaming Tailgate there as well. I'll try and highlight the paragraph when they state it. EA has confirmed that all bowl games will be in EA Sports College Football 25, meaning the names, logo, field art, etc. are all likely to be in the title. So it sounds like there's hope that the Pop-Tarts mascot should still be in. Provided the specifics of Brown's reports are accurate, there will be 9 bowl games played in generic stadiums. So they're going to be generic, but I don't think that means, probably people hear the name generic and think, oh shit, they're going to be ugly, plain. looking stadiums. But I think that EA Sports will hopefully do a good job of, creating some cool, fun places to play at, despite the fact that it won't be, Fenway Park. It'll hopefully be a cool looking stadium, or it won't be Yankee Stadium. Hopefully they'll make some cool generic options. Looks like they'll have to make nearly 10 generic stadiums for some of these bowl games and shit. So we'll see how it turns out. So that's the update for this time here in regards to college football 25. Not the most positive update that we provided, but like I said, the bit of silver lining to me is I think some of these things could be added down the line, whether it's in a patch or whether it's in next year's game. That remains to be seen. But be sure to share your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you super excited for this game still yet? Is this something that really disappoints you in the lead up to the game's release? Really appreciate those interactions here on JC's Pop Culture as we continue to try and cover the CA Sports college football game. And we not only cover that here, of course, we call it JC's Pop Culture because talking a shit ton of pop culture content from EA Sports college football to movies and TV shows as well. I'm talking especially comedy, horror, and superhero. That's kind of my favorite. So if those sound like they're up your alley, be sure to hop along for the ride here at JC's Pop Culture by hitting the subscribe button, where we're talking all that pop culture content and more. If you made it this far in the video, hit the thumbs up button. Helps a shit ton with the YouTube algorithm. Having said that, I appreciate you tuning into this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.